What's up, boys? Petko here. Today we're gonna talk about how to efficiently gear, at least my point of view, my plan. You guys understand what to do exactly when you dink 80. Alright, starting first thing. If you're below level 80, this video does not concern you. Your main goal is to get to level 80 as fast as possible. Whether you wanna do the whole main campaign, level through dungeons, or do any other activities to get to max level, it is completely up to you. The game has given you flexibility, so go ahead, do whatever you want to do, get to level 80 and get back to this video. Alright, so what to do when I'm level 80? Well, some people might have leveled through dungeons and they have acquired some pieces on the side. That is fair enough, no problem. But here's what I did. This is what my plan was. My plan was to grind rares. Now, those rares are surrounded around the whole map. You can only kill them once, because if you kill them once, you'll be getting the experience for them, right? As you can see, these are the rares. This item is called Candy Notes. It shows me where the rares are. Once you do kill those rares, you'll be getting experience for the given zone and also high item level, right? So item level that is more appropriate to them. Now, that being the case, which is kind of important right now, I have acquired several pieces that are, let's say, 544, you know, like you can see that 564, they have a chance to be much higher. 574, for example, see that? So there's like a high amount of chance for you to get like high pieces. This kills 2 stone with 1 rabbit. No, kill 2 rabbits, 1 stone. Right, sorry. So technically this gives you reputation to your renowns, because you can only kill them once and you get the experience, or I guess the reputation, and it gives you gear. Now, why is that important? What I'm trying to tell you? Several reasons. First, you don't really have to bother spamming dungeons, which right now is useless, unless you want to wait for heroic dungeons. And again, if you take a look on the itemization, right, look at that. Heroic dungeons are going to be out today in like, what, 12 hours from this video, maybe like 13. So if you look at heroic loot, it's 567. So it's actually lower than what you can get from those little drops. That doesn't mean heroics are going to be useless, don't get me wrong, they are still going to be useful in some cases depending on what you want to do. But my plan is to get rares except heroic, instead of heroics. Heroics could be useful, for example, for, getting the Valor Stones cap early on if you're bothered about that one, etc. Now, on to the next part. Why am I farming Renown? Some people think that it's completely useless, some people think it's a waste of time. I do agree to some extent. It's not really something that you want to actively start doing unless you're really trying to like min-max. But here's the deal, okay? Each of the Renown zones has an item locked behind Renown. So for example, if you go to Council of Dorgo, right, you can see if you are a Renown, I think 7, right, you'll be getting an item, right? As you can see, I was Renown 7 a while ago. I got an epic item. Yeah, I know it's only 1 piece, but I could upgrade this piece to like very high level. See what I'm saying? This is quite degenerate. I wouldn't recommend people to do it. But if you want to push and you have nothing else to do, this, in my opinion, is the best way to tackle this kind of situations. Get the Renown farm by doing all the side quests. That gives the reputation. Now, some people are going to ask me, how could I find all the side quests that gives the reputation? If you type, so it's like a Sojourner thing, achievement, see that thing? So for example, let's say go to Isle of Dorn. All of those quest lines gives you reputation, besides the main campaign. And as you can see here, I've completed mostly all of them except the last one, which I'm about to do right now before the stream. And that's what I do for reputation. Or you can go in and you can kill the rares, like 1 rare at a time gives you 150 reputation, or there's some kind of like a special achievement, or like, I guess, special quest that you gotta do to get reputation. Like for example, looting an axe, for example, see that thing here, looting some kind of special thing, etc. World quest also gives you reputation. That's pretty much it. That's what I have done so far. Now, the next part, whether or not you should be spending your items, like for example crests and restored coffer keys, to be able to get high level. Absolutely do not spend anything yet. Do not spend anything. Those restorer keys you get from the big epic quest once every 3.5 days. These are like every 3 or 4 days you get a reset. Currently there was one in Isle of Dorn at the beginning, which people have missed it if you don't have early access. And now there's one in the Ringing Depths right here, I believe, which is also quite valuable for you to do it. It's like right here, I think, or somewhere here that you can do. Again, if you haven't yourself done it, then I would suggest you to go ahead and do it. Because if this disappears, you're pretty much losing a key. Those gopher key can be used for like bountiful deals for you to capitalize on higher gear from them. Again, those deals only locked until tier 3, I believe until the 9th of September or 10th, depending on your region. And obviously, speaking about the Harbinger crest, I am not planning yet to spend it. I'm planning to see how everything plays out, whether or not I'm going to be farming heroics, whether or not I'm going to be getting more pieces from like world bosses, rares around the map. So that's why I haven't decided to do so. And I guess one last detail that I want to mention is there are some good trinkets on Action House. For example, the Dark Moon cards, which are pretty cheap. I think I bought this for like 3.5k gold, which is actually pretty cheap, considering that you can literally make passive gold by doing any profession right now. Mining, herbing, disenchanting the items, or just any profession that you pick up, you can make some bank right now early on. Even selling your blues that you see on the map, or like greens, you know, can make you some money on the side. You can buy 2 of those trinkets for like quite cheap, and if they're 577, they give you intellect and a passive stat, which is, you know, fair enough. So yeah, that's pretty much about itemization. Now, some people might have asked me, but what about, you know, enchanting? Whether or not they should be enchanting your pieces. I don't plan to enchant or put socket on anything, because nothing of this matters. I'm pretty much trying to prepare myself when Mythic 0 comes. Mythic 0 comes on a heroic reset, so I want to kind of have some item level to go along with to make sure that I have the ability to tackle the normal heroic bosses in Mythic 0 effortlessly. That is the only reason why I want to have slightly higher level. I wouldn't stress it too much. I wouldn't try to min-max my gear here too much, because at the end of the day, none of this would actually matter. Okay? Once you get to Mythic 0, as you can see here, I'm gonna show you. Once you get to Mythic 0, which is Mythic, you'll be getting 593 pretty much from everywhere. Look at that. That's Mythic 0, right? So I would not stress it too much. Hence why I told you guys the main point right now to do is make sure that you get to level 80, and everything else that I have been doing so far is a bonus thing that you can do if you are bored. That's it, boys. Anyway, that's everything for today's video. I hope that was helpful, guys. I'll be hitting you a lot more on YouTube in the upcoming days. And once again, happy leveling. I wish you guys all the best. I'll see you on stream. Peace out.